There's something I need to talk about, and it's been a problem for a long time, and the fact that it hasn't been brought up enough to change it is quite upsetting. I'm talking, of course, about fast food restaurants. Not too long ago, I went on a trip, and there were a lot of experiences because, man's gotta eat. And I think even before this, I've had the worst experiences ever. I'm just gonna jump right into it. I know one place that I went to eat was a very small local chain, and it was so small that they didn't even have indoor seating. Basically, all that was in the restaurant was just the desk where they cook the things. There was barely enough room to stand. But they seemingly didn't have a bathroom, or at least they did have one, and it was locked. There was a sign on it, and it didn't make much sense. It didn't even say like this bathroom is closed. It just said we're sorry for the inconvenience with no context. That could have been a broom closet for all I know. While the food was being made, I decided to quickly go out to the street to find a restaurant with a bathroom. I walk into the first one, and it's a pretty decently sized restaurant. There is probably 2 people eating at this restaurant right now. I go in and I immediately see the bathroom. It's at the back of the restaurant, and I look, and I'm not sure if people are in there. It's a very weird door. I'm not sure if there are people in it, so I kind of stepped towards it. One of the workers comes out. They're behind the counter, and they look me dead in the eyes, and they say, "Hey, can I help you? Is this for here or to go?" And I say, I was just wondering if you guys had a bathroom. And they looked me in the eyes. They narrowed their eyes, and they looked at me with the hatred of 1,000 suns, and they said, "Our bathroom is for customers only." Why? You've got 2 people. You have 2 people in your restaurant. Just let people use your bathroom. That's all I ask. That wasn't the only time this happened. I walked into another one. It was a massive restaurant. This thing looked like a museum. And I walk in, nobody behind the counter, nobody sitting down eating. This place is empty. I walk in and I kind of see a hallway where there might be a bathroom. So I start to walk towards maybe a hallway that could have a bathroom, and somebody at the cashier steps in. I didn't see them before, but I walk in and they go, "Hey, how may I help you?" And I go, "Hey, yeah, I'm just wondering if you have a bathroom." And I say, "I'm sorry, it's just for customers only." "Oh, really? Really?" I'm looking around your restaurant. I don't see a single customer. And I didn't actually say, I wasn't rude either times. I was just like, "Oh, okay, thank you." And then I left because it's not the workers' fault, they're just doing their job, but man, I just need to use the bathroom. That's what I don't understand. Why won't you let people use the bathroom? They have to eat first. Are you joking? One of the places I went on a trip to, they had a Burger King. I don't care how much money is put into your Burger King. No Burger King is ever going to look good or taste good. I'm sorry. Across the Spider-Verse is just coming out, so they're releasing this new promotion where the buns are red, and this was kind of the catalyst into the Grimace Shake memes, where everybody was going, "Hey, time to try this new burger," and then the next frame of them is in a hospital. And that's kind of where the Grimace thing spawned in. A shake, you could be more creative, especially with the horrifying mascot that is Grimace. But that's neither here nor there. I remember I called to see if they had the Spider-Verse Whopper. The phone was ringing for a good 30 seconds. They were clearly trying not to answer. And they finally answer, and they seem very upset. They're not being rude, but they weren't saying anything just out there. They were very clearly upset, did not want to do their job. And I asked, "Do you have this Spider-Verse Whopper?" And they go, "No. Anything else?" And in my nicest manner, I just go, "No, thank you." And then I hang up. I just wanted a burger with red buns. I remember the last time I was there during this trip. We go in, and it looks like we just stepped into an 80s commercial. They have the light up menu that's above the cashier, and that thing is so brown. It looks like the glass was made in the 30s. And I order my food and I go to the bathroom, and this is probably the worst bathroom experience I've ever had. It's normal until I'm washing my hands and I step in a puddle. There is a wet floor sign. This wet floor sign is in the corner, hardly noticeable, and so much smaller than this puddle. And I don't think that this puddle was water, but it was so big. This puddle took up half the bathroom. This wasn't like one person had an accident. This had to be national go to the bathroom in this specific corner under the hand dryer, which is kind of ironic because it is a dryer. And I remember it was such a deep puddle that I don't even know how much of this story I'm going to tell. I'm even getting grossed out. I'm just going to move on. I went out and I got my drink. It's very common for you to go to a restaurant. Their water to soda ratio, as well as the carbon, will one of those three variables will eventually get mixed up. It's tale as old as time. And I had the same experience. Guess what drink I got? Water. They messed up water. How do you mess up water? It was the most disgusting thing I ever tasted, and it was water. Water. I'm sorry. How do you get that wrong? It's just not good. I'm sorry. And this kind of thing happens all the time. I remember I went to a small localized place. I don't even remember what it was called. Whenever I went to go see the new Spider-Man film, the burger looked like something out of a commercial. It made me do a double take. I was so surprised. The taste was all right, but this looked like a burger. And the fact that that is something I'm surprised about shows a lot. Let's not even talk about their bathroom situation, though. They had one singular light bulb that was lighting it up. It was like out of a horror film. The stall was completely pitch black. You couldn't see past anything. If I had gone in there, I would have probably never come out. But I do remember I went to a place that sold like chicken sandwiches or something. I don't even remember what it was. I get a chicken sandwich and it's in kind of a small bag, and I pull out the sandwich. Where is the top bun? Buns come in buns come in pairs. There's supposed to be two of them. How did you forget one bun? And I pull it out and I'm just I'm in awe at this point. What do I even say? And I look back into the bag, and rolled up like a scroll was the top bun. What? How did you even manage that? This is not something that just happens on its own, and I'm so confused. Yeah, needless to say, I never went there again. This kind of thing happens all the time, and it really gets my gears grinding. What do I even say? I don't even know. I didn't get to try the Grimace Shake. I felt like that would have been pretty funny as well. Honestly, that's pretty much all I've got to say. It's a pretty short one. Later. Forget the top bun. Can't believe them.